Master Farad Muhammad came to the original Asiatic black man to deprogram him and to reprogram him into the thinking and the knowledge of self, using the tools or the weapons of the enemy, the Caucasian. He deprogrammed us and reprogrammed us using the Holy Bible, then the Quran, and then the Supreme Wisdom lessons.
Master of the Day of Judgment, Supreme.
Quest sure knows how to welcome a rookie to
85% of who we are by the time we're 35 years old. It's a set of memorized behaviors, like a computer program, emotional reactions, unconscious beliefs and perceptions. So the first step to change is to become conscious of how you think, to notice how you act, to pay attention to how you feel. And the act of observing those states of mind and body separates you from that program. Now you're the consciousness observing that program. The act of mentally rehearsing something when you're truly present. So now your brain is no longer a record of the past. Now it's a map to the future.
Brainwashing is straightforward, as documented and performed on war prisoners. A brainwash is an active session of physical violence intended to force someone to accept a belief that is treacherous or self-contradictory. Mind control is more potent, a subtle process at the end of which the person is certain that the implanted suggestion was thought out by himself. It can be performed at a distance, needless of violence. It is corollary to Insinuation in the Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, where a decision is indirectly alluded to, gradually blossoms in the mind of the victim. He or she believes it was their own. The major difference from brainwashing is that the manipulator here is seen as a friend or a teacher who's got our best interest at heart. Antisocial personality disorder and psychopathic personalities are one of the most lethal individuals among us.
What's up, sister and brothers?
Okay.
I think many of you would have heard me or seen me. What is the proportion of people who haven't seen me or heard me before? Okay, good. So in case if you hear some facts, because facts are going to be facts, I may be repeating it. As said, I have to repeat it to get the history out, or the true history out. As Brother Unity said, the purpose of my coming and talking to you is to educate. The word educate, I don't want you to misunderstand the word. I'm not referring that you are uneducated. But I'd like to make a distinction, the use or the meaning of the word education. Most of the time, we call somebody educated because he has a BS degree or a PhD degree. I don't consider that to be an education. That is simply the person is literate. He can read and write, maybe get a job, fill his tummy. I don't think as African Americans or the black untouchables of India, that word is the word that we want to use. Education means to understand who I am, who you are, what's your background, what's your past, what's your present. If we do not understand that, then we are not educated, no matter what your educational qualifications are.
The Supreme Wisdom Lessons by Master Farad Muhammad to his servant, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, for the lost found nation of Islam in North America. To the Muslims of No. 1 Michigan, the following is the original rules of instruction to the laborers of Islam, and the title of Muslim given by our Savior before his departure. with a footnote of a few words of explanation to lay pressure upon their minds of their many errors in the past and present, that they may see the light and walk therein. I thank you, Elijah Muhammad. Instructions given to the laborers by our Savior, W.D. Farad Muhammad. 1. The student must study his assignment, lesson number 1. Each student should copy the answers of lesson of Minister Elijah Muhammad and study until the student is able to memorize by heart all answers to of said lesson number 1.
I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
Now, Master Farad came and brought the Quran to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Quran verifies the Bible, and it corrects some of the misunderstanding and the many errors that's in the Bible. But they went into the Quran and changed some of the language, because at one time you could read about the guilty blue eyes, but they changed that. And then he also used this, the supreme wisdom, as a reprogramming or re-education, the correct education in relation to both the Holy Bible and the Holy Quran. I'll often mention this sister here, Sister Dunn G. Houston, if they should be teaching in elementary school. It's for Black History Month, because this goes back, way back, before the Caucasian was put in the cave and then was brought out of the cave. This brother here was a teacher I had in Wayne County Community College. Taught us to read in between the lines. Stay tuned for a continuation